It's a fabulous Les Paul 1998 Studio Dot from right in the middle of the Goodwood era. But what was that? Well, let's have a listen to it first, then I shall tell you what I can, so let's go. And it's pickup time, starting with the bridge position in the noisy setting. It's the 498T, popping out about 13 a bit, 13.2 something. Super, into the centre. And onto the neck. 490 popping out 8. Something quite satisfying about that. Right, so let's see how they clean up. Starting with the bridge again. Really nice. Into the centre. jolly good look round. So, I'm not exactly sure, to be honest with you, why it was called the Goodwood era, but the theory goes something a bit like the Goodwood era was between roughly 1990 and 2004. And apparently this was a result of the new management wanting to up their QC following the bad press that was given from the Norlin era. But that's a bit of a cop-out really, because the Norlin era finished in 1983, so they hung around for a while, didn't they? Anyway, who cares? It is certainly in the middle of the Goodwood era. Maybe it was just because they were sourcing better quality stuff at that time. I'm sure it was. No two ways about it. They are very desirable. That is for certain. In fact, there was the last one that I saw sold was in Johnny Roadhouse Music in Manchester, and that was in, I'd say, similar conditions to this, and that went for about 1,100 quid. So there you go. Yes. So what do you get for your money? Well, as you can see, we've got the silkscreen logo on, and you may note that there are some lacquer features, I like to call them, around each side of the headstock here. So all proper Gibson full-size headstocks, so that means more or less anything except for the Melody Makers, all have wings tacked on to either side of them. I don't know if you can see any change in the colour. Usually they'll show up a little bit lighter anyway. So you might be able to see, if I can get that into the right light, you should be able to see the first and fifth digits, which I'll tell you it's a 1998, and I'm pretty sure they all came with Grover machine heads. So as you can see, it's colour matched all the way around. It's ruby, ruby, ruby. It's a mahogany neck, mated into a mahogany body, and I'll tell you what surprised me. So inside the cavity control plate here, it's all Gibson parts, but they're mounted on a metal plate. And I didn't think they were doing that in 98, but certainly they were, because this is one in here and it's all original. People do like originality, especially with these fellas. So, yes, Grover machine heads, skinny C-neck, it's a bit of a 60s. It's not quite as skinny as the 60s neck, but it ain't far off. It's a slim, fast neck, beautiful to play. Lovely, lovely fretwork as well. Rosewood fingerboard with dot inlays. I assume they'll be acrylic because I can't see any shimmer or movement in them. I might be wrong, but you know. 22 medium frets, maple cap, plain maple cap, and you can see, because it's quite a translucent colour, you can see the change in the grain here where it's a little bit lighter up there. So that's the maple cap. Of course, it's bellied, it's carved, the maple cap, so it's thin here, and when you get into the middle, it's about ½ inch thick. So, yes, the pickups are fabulous. Now, 490R for rhythm in the neck, 490T for treble in the bridge. The 498T in the bridge. 498s pop out anyway. There's always, well, there is variety between, even though they have the same specification, even though they've got the same name, you will find differences in the output. 498s, I've seen them as low as 12.5 and as high as 14.5. It depends on the winding and the material and all that kind of caper. Possibly the magnets as well, don't know. But certainly you will find differences in the ohmage resistance values on a multimeter. And the 490Rs will usually come in somewhere between 7.5 and 8.5. This one is measuring 8.05, so it's just 8, and this is 13.2, and they are absolutely beautifully voiced. So I'm very, very happy with those. So it plays well and it sounds great, and no wonder they're so desirable. And they're always desirable with all the original stuff on them. So as you can see, we've still got the gold flavoured Grovers on there, and of course even though there's tarnishing going on, it's an old guitar, isn't it? Tarnishing on the gold pickup shrouds, tunematic and stop tail. All original stuff, I would assume. Yeah, as is the scratch plate, almost 100%. You've got 4 speed dials, 4 black speed dials. and that's 2 volumes up, 2 tones down as per usual, exhaust pipe in the normal place, and your 3-position toggle switch. And it's all, yeah, it's all black plastics, isn't it? You know, black knobs, black scratch plate, black poker chip, black pickup rings, and of course and again, you know, when you're buying, just be careful that you're getting all the original stuff, because people do like originality, and sometimes if you go out to somebody's house and with a screwdriver and start dismantling their guitar, that can be a little bit tricky. So it's always handy. Sometimes it's worth paying a bit extra, like at Johnny Roadhouse's, because they will do that. They will do that for you. They'll take the pickups out for you and show you what you've got and stick them on a meter, because it's no bother to them. Quite just as a little aside. So this series, the Studio Dots, I think that we had them from 98 to 99, 98 and 99. And they followed the Gem series, which was a studio, but with P90s. And the Gems came in emerald green, as did these, ruby, like this one. They came in amethyst, as did these, and I think that was where the similarities end. These also came in ebony, so these came in 4 colours. They came in the emerald green, ruby red, amethyst, purpley, aubergine colour, and ebony black. And the Gems came in amethyst, ruby, emerald. They came in topaz, and they didn't come in black, I don't think. But they came in one of my favourite colours. They came in sapphire as well. But the Gem series all had P90s in them, and so they came 2 years. They were 96 to 98, and then these were 98 to 2000. You see. So, and the Gem series had the trapezoid inlays. Anyway, we've got what we've got, and it's a fabulous guitar. Like I say, smack bang in the middle of the Goodwood era, and it does make these quite desirable. So, yeah, if you can find one, well done you. And I think they only came in a bag. So, playability-wise, the string height is just below 1.25, which of course is that's my target string height on the 12th fret on the high E, and it's 2 on the bass side, and it plays just absolutely brilliantly. And that is it from me and Ruby. So I shall look forward to seeing you all on the next one. Thank you all ever so much for tuning in, and it's adios amigos. Ta-ra.